It was when that Figment popcorn bucket came out.
Oh my God.
I literally saw a man with at least 20 of them, and I literally said to him, "You are the problem."
I know, I'm so sorry for taking all of them. They're all in my home. I didn't resell them. They're all in my home.
You know what? If you kept them, fine, whatever.
Yeah, they're all in my home.
I'm Demi, theme park YouTuber, aka Magical Hijinx.
And I'm entertainment journalist Joey Nolfi, and we've both been diagnosed with terminal theme park obsession, and we're definitely going to spread it to you on the Park Peeps podcast.
We've got years of theme park knowledge, so join us as we serve piping hot takes, park tea, offer the best travel hacks and tips, and chat with guests in the theme park space.
So sit down, buckle in, and pull up on that yellow strap while we dispatch for the Park Peeps podcast.
Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell.
The dogs are out. The bells, they're ringing. We're going to get under your skin this week at Park Peeps because we've inadvertently chosen to continue our reign of terror of P words by giving Demi yet another one to say for our topic this week. So I've decided that Madame Leota will ring a bell every time we utter the consonant. Demi, what is our full topic this week?
Park Peeps, Park Pet Peeves. Park Peeps, Park Pet Peeves.
Pet peeves? No, I promise. I will not do that all episode. I will not ring the bell all episode. But that
Park
is
Peeps, Park Pet Peeves.
It's the first and last time, I promise you. You try to get me to ring that bell. I must apologize. I have once again accidentally given Demi more P words to say. This has become a recurring issue, and I realized when I chose the topic that we were doing it again.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Demi.
Well, I mean, that's fine. But something that should not be an accident, like many of the things we're going to discuss this week in our official list of annoying park behaviors in our Park Pet Peeves episode, is you following us on all socials and Spotify.
Yes, and make sure you're following us on Spotify, not just listening on Spotify. Make sure you're following us because
and on
it helps.
Apple and following wherever you listen to us.
Yes, because it keeps bringing you the best. It helps us to keep bringing you the best episodes possible. Subscribe to our Substack at parkpeepspodcast.substack.com. Now it is free. You get more tea, bonus content, insight from us each week, and maybe even some photos. Like I shared photos of me and Matt at Disney World. That was very nice.
It was very nice. And make sure you're following us. You did it again, Joey. At Park Peeps Pod. Park Peeps Pod. And me, Demi, at Magical Hijinx. That's Hijinx. And Joey Nolfi on all socials at Joey Nolfi. And leave us a comment, vote in this week's poll on Spotify, and subscribe to us to keep us boosted in that algo so we're not just yelling about pet peeves into the void.
I think, okay, you know what? I overdid it with the P's. There's promising, there's posting, there's polling. This is the PP podcast. That's what it is.
Podcast.
It is the PP pod.
Yeah.
And to talk about another triple P, our next guest is anything but one of the peeves on our list. Her joyously stunning and gorgeous aesthetic on Instagram is something you've probably seen on your feed via her Styled by Magic handle, as she shares photos from her park ventures and crisp photos. Look, a silent P. Photos to prove it. Oh no, prove.
Oh. Well, here to break down some of the things that just nag us to no end at the parks, please give a warm welcome to our next guest, Chelsea Watson of Styled by Magic.
Chelsea.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited that you're here with us. I have been loving all of your posts because you have literally
Posts.
more people.
Posts.
If you're not following Chelsea, I mean, you're just totally missing out. Your photos are some of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen on Instagram, especially parks ones. Was that Edinburgh? That beautiful, oh my gosh.
Edinburgh.
I loved Scotland in itself, felt like Disney magic, but like personified.
We
It
are
was like a real castle.
Keyword.
We're all, well, yes, personified, but we are all so unwell because we're like, this real historical place felt like Disney. So, like, I mean, we're all so unwell. Chelsea, you are truly one of our people, if that is what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah, and I love Disney, but Scotland was better.
Ooh. Maybe they should open a Scotland park.
Disney World Scotland, but also
honestly,
the shortest Park Peeps episode ever. Thank you, Chelsea. You're now dismissed for saying that. There is no Disney slander allowed on this pod. Excuse me. Oh, I really like that. There's that meme online where that. Oh no, never mind. She's talking. Well, is Scotland technically the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's that one meme where that guy's going around asking people what their favorite foods are and what foods have better than America, and she's like, "Oh, the United Kingdom," and then he's like, "What? Well, okay, name one food," and she's like, "Everything, popcorn," and everybody's like. Popcorn? Like, what? It's the funniest thing. Have you ever seen this video?
No, but I love that.
It's so good. It makes me laugh every single time.
I'm like crying.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
He's like, name one thing. And she's like, popcorn. Oh no, another P. This is really, I'm ringing these bells. Ringing these bells.
Listen,
just like our brains are ringing around in our heads.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There are some like really good like solid like specialty UK dishes that are just
Popcorn's not one.
But popcorn's not one of them.
Mm-mm.
And you have to really like blood sausage.
Does it taste metallic-y?
No.
Did not try that.
Not
Chelsea's
for you.
like, no. Chelsea's like, giving the chop. No. Okay, did not try this. I don't think I will be trying that either. We've lost the plot. Yeah. Well, you know what? We're going to pick it right back up because we've got a full episode of complaining to do. So we're going to be yapping. We're going to be complaining about our park pet peeves.
But in a fun way.
In a fun way. We loved this is, this is not necessarily things that parks are doing that annoy us, but there's just some behaviors that I think we all have to check and maybe stop doing. And we're going to get through them all.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this day for quite some time.
Because Demi always hears it in the DMs and in the text. But, and we're going to go around the room. It's going to be like popcorn back in the day in the classroom. But
popcorn from Scotland?
Popcorn from Scotland, yes. But Demi, I'm going to get my first one out of the way because I know you already know what it is. I've already talked about it many times on this pod. I just need to get it out of the way again because I'm still seeing
Chelsea,
it.
Usually we let our guests go first, but I know what Joey is about to say.
I just need to get it out of the way.
We have to get it out of the way before we actually start this episode.
Yes, I just need to get it out of the way because I am still seeing you crazy people out there filming with cell phones on roller coasters. It is ridiculously unsafe. That phone is going to fly back, hit someone in the face. It happened again at another park recently in the news. No TikTok video is worth this. I just commented on this girl. She was at Knott's Berry Farm on Ghost Rider, an older wooden roller coaster, 118 feet in the air, full phone out, filming herself with the flash on. And she was receptive to my comment. I don't ever comment this to shame people or to be mean to them. And she was really receptive. She was like, thanks for telling me. But it's unsafe. If you drop that phone, for that coaster is 118 feet tall. If that phone flies over the edge and hits someone in the head, it's going to kill them. If that phone flies back at 55 miles per hour and hits someone in the face, it is going to permanently disfigure them. It is going to injure them. They could lose an eye. Stop doing this. It is so unsafe and it makes my blood boil every time I see it. So.
I didn't tell you this. So when I was in Las Vegas, I rode the roller coaster at New York, and we leave the station, and all of a sudden I see a guy in like few rows ahead of me, and he has the phone out, and I'm yelling like, "Dude, please put your phone away because I don't want that hitting me in the face."
Yep. And
luckily, the cameras saw him
and yelled at him.
Because again, if you have something strapped, if you're secure, that's different.
Different.
But thankfully, they stopped the ride and like they took his phone from him because I was literally like freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, because he's holding it so high up in the air. Like, I don't trust this man. Nope. I don't trust him to not break my face. Of course, it was like 114 degrees, having to stop and wait for
on the lift hill.
No, luckily it was right before the lift hill, but we were outside and it was 114 degrees and we were there like an extra 5 minutes because this guy did that. Like, please just. Listen to the rules. Yeah. If it says no phones, no phones.
No phones. And, Universal's usually really good about this too, especially on the Jurassic Park River Adventure. They will straight up get on that intercom and be like, put your phone away right now, or they'll stop the boat before it goes over the drop. So it's there for a reason. The rule is there for a reason. It's not just to be the park's not trying to just, be mean to you. Yeah. It's for your safety and for the safety of other people.
And listen, they make a thing for a phone if you want to strap your phone to something.
On your wrist. Yep.
Yeah. So you don't have to go and get like a GoPro. Just come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protect my face.
No, I definitely agree with that. And like, I have a little bit of a different perspective in the sense that, like, yes, that happens. And I've told people not to do that before. It's like one thing if you're like on a slow, like
Right.
dark ride,
Oh, that's different. Totally different.
even though one of my pet peeves is people who do that and they have their flash on.
Flash. Oh.
I'm like, guys, what are we doing?
Mm-mm.
But no, but one thing I've noticed and like always really bothers me is when and this isn't everyone, but like I will go to media events sometimes. And they've definitely gotten stricter about it. And like they tell us, like, you guys can't film on the rides because we're like setting an example, right? If we do it, then other people think they can do it. Like they'll let us know if like you can film here and film here, but for the most part they're like you can't film on the rides because it's dangerous. And then I still see everyone filming on the rides. Whenever I went to the Epic Universe media preview, we were literally it was the first one I went to, so not like the grand opening one, but there was like one before that, and they were like, you cannot film anything, nothing, do not film anything.
Yeah.
And I just see I just saw everyone completely disregarding and doing it anyway. And we were in the How to Train Your Dragon show, and they specifically said, you cannot record this show. Do not record. You will get in trouble if you record. And so I'm in a row, but I have two like Universal employees. I'm in between them, and I'm a good girl. I didn't do anything. Like I'm sitting there, I'm watching the show, I'm watching the dragon. I'm like, wow, this is incredible. And then when the show ended, though, I noticed they weren't letting our row get up, and I was like, oh, somebody didn't know how to act. Somebody just got us in trouble. And turns out somebody was recording and someone from the stage could see it.
Wait a minute.
And I was like, really? And so they held us there. They literally held us there for like 30 minutes. The
Mhm.
cops came out and they're like, are we going to have to make you show us your phones? They're like, we'll give you a chance. If you recorded something, delete it now. And I'm like looking around at these people and I'm like, this is why we can't have nice things. That literally messed up our whole day because we were like on strict schedules
Oh
of
yeah,
like
we
where we
were.
could
Yeah.
be
Mhm.
at certain times. And that like ruined the whole world. It didn't ruin the whole day, you know what I mean? But it like threw everything off.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm just like, so yeah, that pet peeve kind of goes into people again recording where they're not supposed to be,
Mm-hmm.
and it just making it a bad time for everyone involved.
There's rules for
Yeah.
a reason.
Yeah, I
So
still don't record the shows. Like, I know they told a lot of people that, like, originally, but, like, you're still not supposed to. So that's why if you look at any of my Epic Universe videos, which you should all do on YouTube in my Epic Universe playlist, you won't see a thing in the shows. And I'm sorry, but that's the rules. I'm not going to break the rules. If you want to go see it, go see it where it's approved to be seen.
I think it's awfully brave for media people to be told not to film, and then they do, and then it's in their videos. And I'm like, Disney, Universal, whoever you're being hosted by, literally told you not to do this. I would be like terrified that I would not be welcomed back.
Yeah.
yeah, who's to
So-
say? But I mean, it's craziness, and it just needs to stop. Listen, if you're on your own, if you're on a freaking merry-go-round or whatever, film away. Me and
Yeah,
Demi
no.
filming
That's
on the
different.
Constellation Carousel, like
Yeah.
that's fine.
They
You
said
can
that's
do
fine
that.
on
Yeah,
that ride, you know?
but
Same thing with that and Yoshi. They say that those two rides are okay.
do it.
Yeah.
But not.
yeah.
We're not doing it on
Yeah.
Curse of the Werewolf. No, Mama,
No.
we're not doing that. Okay, Chelsea, do you want to say your first official pet peeve? Because now that we got mine out of the way.
Okay. Again, this is going to be controversial.
Oh, I
I
love
love it.
controversy.
T, let's go.
Live streamers in the parks. It's getting to a point where it's literally disrupting everyone's experience around them.
Mhm.
And the fact that, like, yes, I know when you walk through the gates of Disney World, you consent to being filmed by Disney.
Yeah.
You're not consenting to being filmed by these people who are profiting off, for one, like, I don't know, the whole culture of, like, the live streaming in the parks is so odd to me because, again, they're disrupting people. I know, especially back in the day, like influencers and content creators would get a lot of heat and a lot of flack for taking pictures, and people would be like, "Oh, they're taking up too much space and things like that." I know me personally, I would wait as long as I needed to, and I would not like inconvenience anyone around me in any way. I know that's maybe just me, but I would be like, no, you all are here on your once in a lifetime vacation. Like, you go.
Chelsea,
Like,
that's literally the exact phrase that I say. You are literally here on your once in a lifetime vacation.
yeah, like I am totally fine to wait as long as I need to.
Yes.
I will literally offer to take other people's pictures.
Yes.
Because I don't ever want to inconvenience or like disrupt anyone else's like magical time.
Yes.
But these live streamers, they don't care, and they're doing it on all the rides. They're doing it like in line. They're just everywhere. And honestly, I would not. I don't know how Disney or Universal or any other theme park would do it, but I would not be surprised if they start cracking down on that.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Because
it's coming. I think
they're
it's coming.
literally. I don't know. It's so obnoxious for one. Like they'll talk so loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
the
do
lights,
it.
they have
The contraptions that some of them have. Like, and I say this as a YouTuber, and I will occasionally live stream, but just like how Chelsea said before, like I am incredibly self-aware of anywhere I am. I don't have like a whole setup. I just have the
You
tiniest
got yourself
little gimbal.
and your husband, and you're like, here, hold this phone.
My husband
Yeah.
is never with me. And my husband, first of all, my husband wants me to like be like a great creator, but then like goes, ugh, every time I ask him to take a
It
photo
was
of me.
so funny witnessing them at Epic. It was so funny.
I love him.
I love
I love
that.
him more than life, but like, come on. But no, but in general, like, yeah, I'm not like a live streamer, but I will occasionally do a live in the park. And again, I have one little gimbal, small, that's holding my phone, and I don't have a light, I don't have these contraptions. And again, just like when I'm filming in the parks, I'm incredibly self-aware of my space. I get out of people's way. I famously say to people, if I accidentally get in somebody's way, I say, I'm sorry, I'm in your way. And I always say, these are people's once-in-a-lifetime vacations. And I don't think, maybe some people forget that, but, you know, coming from someone who didn't grow up going to the parks and, like, knows how expensive these vacations are and how magical they are, and, you know, how you are a person who is so lucky that can go there as much as you can. You don't know about the people behind you, which is why, like, yeah, I will take the engineering role in.
I was just gonna say, cut to me 2 weeks ago being like, I'm fighting a child for the Hogwarts or for the Hagrid's motorcycle seat.
Well,
I have been there.
I'm
I
taking
will
it.
say
I'm
I have
taking
been
that
there.
seat. I'm taking the seat.
if I wait
No,
on the long line, but yeah, no, I totally agree with you, Chelsea. It's getting crazy.
I also feel like, and I know this is like, I don't want to generalize, but I also feel like it's a certain type of person who is typically the very obnoxious people live streaming. And
What? Wait, what are we saying?
Yeah,
here?
wait. I think I know what you're putting down, but
I just have noticed that it's usually like dude bros.
Oh yeah, I figured that was what you were gonna say.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure we weren't getting into problematic territory. I was gonna be
No,
like,
yeah,
Chelsea, what are we saying here?
No. I feel like honestly, I have maybe seen one girl.
Yeah.
In my entire time going to the parks,
Yeah.
and I go a lot.
No, you're right.
Be doing like the obnoxious live streaming where they're like, tap that like button. Thanks so much for the like money. Thanks so much for the donation. And I'm like,
And everybody, I bet, can name the one girl that we're all thinking of right now who does it.
No, I really can't. I don't know.
oh, I don't know
any live streamers.
You're getting controversial. What do you mean? I don't know
was
who
gonna
you're
say,
talking about.
there's one at Disneyland that everybody always talks about, and she's the only woman that I've ever seen people talk about complaining about it.
I feel like I'm definitely not as like tuned into Disney.
I'll tell you when we go down. Because I actually like her content. I actually really like her stuff.
Yeah.
But
I think if you're self-aware, like Demi was saying, it's just, again, there's just a lot of people, and I've noticed it's always a certain type of guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not like,
yeah.
You know who this
no,
applies
you're right.
to.
And you know what? And Jarendell, we're not talking about you, our beloved Jeremy, who's always live streaming. But just, I've seen him. I've been with him when he's doing it. He literally just has his iPhone out. It's not like a big contraption.
Yeah.
So.
I'm definitely, I just want to clarify, I'm definitely talking about the people who make it everyone's problem that they're live streaming.
Yep. Well, Demi, let's hear your first. We're coming in hot. Demi, let's hear your first one.
Oh, you are not ready for this. Mobile scooters. Okay? Mobile scooters. Now listen, as someone who has been to the parks with people with mobility issues, I'm so glad mobility scooters exist. And having said that, wheelchairs are also there. If you feel like you need assistance, but you feel like you also may not be able to drive your own scooter, please take the wheelchair, because the amount of accidents that have occurred that I've seen with my very own eyes with mobile scooters.
What's a mobile scooter?
It's when
The little like EV vehicle or like that.
Yeah, the ECV vehicle, they're where you can sit down and drive yourself in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even last month, I am at the park with my 73-year-old cousin. She's my mom's first cousin. And we're leaving the park. It's at night. We're getting off the monorail. This woman fully rails right into her. And she goes, she's like right next to me. All of a sudden, she's down on the floor. This is a woman who has 2 new knees, 2 new hips on the floor. Her entire arm completely bleeding. And while she has already been hit and on the floor, this woman is still driving into her.
They don't, I know exactly what you're talking about because, and this is, we haven't brought her up for a while, but shout out to Stephanie. Stephanie will always tell you the story. Our grandma took us all down to Disney World before she died. She wanted to do a whole family vacation, and it is like a running family joke now of like that my grandma didn't know how to operate this thing and injured herself, almost injured others, like cut her own knee, ran into the ticket thing, and like literally like T-boned herself with her cane sitting on her. And it's just like I just don't want people to get confused with what we're saying. Like maybe we shouldn't say don't get this thing, but like be sure you know how to operate it before, because sometimes people don't have another option. Like if you have maybe like upper body mobility issues or arm mobility issues, like that might be your only option. So yeah, I think you just make sure you know how to use it first.
I think I was thinking of it more like when I brought my grandma this summer to Disney, probably the only time she'll go back.
I love that trip. I love that trip so much.
So my cousin had in her house, just because of like her husband had a mobility scooter and a wheelchair. So we actually had an option for my grandma just to take with us, not even to rent from Disney. She was like, and she was trying to push my grandma to take the mobility scooter. And my grandma was like very confident in the fact that she is not confident in driving that. And I applaud her for not trying to do that and making me schlep her up the ramps of Epcot in the 100-degree heat. And I would do it again for her. Absolutely.
And I'd do it again.
And I'd do it again. It was great. Actually, it was honest. Can I be honest with you? You don't realize how many hills there are in Epcot until you push an old lady in a wheelchair.
Mama, what hills in Epcot?
Exactly.
There's a lot of it's like inclines you don't realize are inclines until you're having to actually push someone.
Oh yeah. And I had honestly, and it was so hot that day and like so humid. I was sweating like you wouldn't believe. It was actually like the best workout of my life.
Demi, will you push me next time so that I can figure out where the hills are?
Oh, I'll push you somewhere.
Oh my!
I will say
into the lake.
Into Giada Lake.
Well,
all right, Joey. Well, what's your next Park Peeps pet peeve?
And I believe you've heard this story too from me before, Demi, but you know what? I've never told it on the pod, so here it is. Actually I have 2, very quick. But they all relate to this next topic. I get so blood-boilingly frustrated when I see people trying to be like, oh, I'm just trying to get up with my family, and it's not just one person.
Yeah.
And it's 3 or 4 people. I will give you 2 people. If it is you and one other person, okay, all right, maybe you got out to go to the bathroom or get a snack, whatever, go ahead. If you come at me with a 3rd person, I will straight up be like, no, and put my arm in front. I am not, I don't mess with that. That is line jumping. You are not just, if you really wanted to ride this ride and it was that important for you to stay with your family, get in line with them at the front. You're not getting in front of me with 3 people. And there are 2 specific instances that I push back on this with. One time was in May of this year. I was waiting for Guardians at Epcot. The line was over 65 minutes long. We had just gotten in line. And there was a group of maybe 12, 10 to 15, 16-year-olds. Actually, some of them are probably older. it was a gaggle of teens. My favorite, because Demi knows how much I enjoy being around children in theme parks. But
That's your next pet peeve, children in theme parks.
leave your kids at home. But that's what I bet. Chelsea is so gagged. But they were like, "Oh, our parents are up there." And I said, no. I was like, "No, you guys aren't getting in front of us." I was like, "I'm so sorry. No, it's not happening." And they started running their mouths behind me. And they thought that I was just going to let them. Oh, they had another thing coming because I whipped around so fast. I said, "You have something to say to me?" And the one, like the oldest guy, he was maybe like 19-ish. He was like, there was 2 other people that just went ahead. And I said, "Yeah, they have 2 people." I said, "You got a group of like 12 of you." I said, "You're not getting ahead of us." We all waited in line. And then I heard they were like, "Oh, well, we have to go to the Italy pavilion anyway." And they all got out of line. So it was like, they were trying to just cut everybody. And these like dude bros behind me who were not live streaming, they were like, "Yo, that was so sick what you just did to them." Oh, guess who was with me? Stephanie. Yes. And the second time there was a family, I was at Disneyland with some of my friends, and there was this family of 4 trying to get up in front of everybody. And I just put my arm down and I was like, "No, so sorry. No." And they were like, "Well, everybody else let us." And I said, "Well, I'm not." And my friends were like, "Oh my God, you are savage." And I was like, "No, I am not being rude. They are being rude. By putting my foot down and not allowing them, I am not being rude. You are rude for thinking that you can just get in front of everybody with a group of 4 people. I'm sorry. No, that's 1 row on Pirates." And sorry. So that's a huge pet peeve of mine.
No, what sucks is like it's become such a thing. I think that you can't in good faith be like trust someone and like know that they're going up with their family because so many people have abused it and lied.
Yep.
And it's like a lot of times you can tell. So like I know for me, and again, here's the thing. It's if people are getting out of line, any person who has again any self-awareness at all and like knows how this goes, like if it's a mom and a kid who get out of line to go to the bathroom, you can tell.
You can
They
fully
got
tell.
out.
Yeah.
You can
Fully
tell
tell.
that they're like, "I'm so sorry." Like
Yeah.
but it's like the people who I've had people like not even say anything to me. They just try and shove past me. And I'm like, "What?" Like and it'll be and again, like and they'll play dumb. They'll play dumb about it. And it's like, "What are you doing?" But again, you can kind of tell whenever it's someone, and that's the thing. If they're actually have been in line, they're not going to have a bunch of people get out of line at once.
Right.
Because they know
Mm-hmm.
how that's perceived.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I would think most people know how that's perceived.
Sometimes, don't get me wrong, I have sometimes, like, if there's a bathroom emergency, like, I have overactive bladder, so sometimes I have to get out of a line.
Yeah.
But
You're one person.
But I say to people, I'm like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "I'm just going to the bathroom. I'm coming right back." And I will literally say it like every 10 people in the line. I'll be like, I'm going to be back. I have overactive bladder. Like, and I make a point to explain it.
I've done that as well.
It's crazy.
Again, because they'll remember. Like if you're trying to get back to where you were in line,
like,
it's
me.
like, "Oh yeah,
remember, it's me."
yeah." They're like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, go."
Okay, Chelsea, what's your next pet peeve?
Wait, did you do one?
Yeah, I did one.
He did. Yeah, he just did the.
Yeah, that was mine.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
So I think another one of mine is kind of almost piggybacking off of what we were just talking about with like line skipping and stuff. How people abuse the DAS system so much that Disney had to like completely like redo the whole system, and then it just ended up actually hurting people who needed it.
Yeah.
And it's because, and again, it's one of those things, this is why we can't have nice things, because people found out like, oh, I can just say like, basically this not a thing that you should have DAS for.
Yeah.
And so like it was so frustrating because again, there are people who really need it for various different reasons.
Yeah.
And it's not always like a physical, like outwardly physical thing. Like for me, I have DAS. I don't usually talk about that, but like if anyone like knows me, I have panic disorder and CPTSD.
Right.
So for me, and again, the funny thing is like I had DAS, and the amount of times I actually would use it because I felt so awful about using it because I felt like I didn't deserve it.
Mm.
Like I hardly ever used it. It was like one of those things where like I had it, I could use it if I really needed it,
Yeah.
but I didn't
Yeah.
even use it that much. And yeah, people definitely like abused that, and it was a thing like people were telling people like, hey, this is how you skip the line at Disney. Go tell them, like, they can't ask you any questions, like you just tell them that like you need it and say it's like for this, and then you'll get it. And like people, like literally content creators were telling
Yeah.
their audience
The live
to
streamers.
do that.
The live streamers are also going up and just on live streams just being like, oh, hey, like I have blah, 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 or whatever. And then just
Yeah.
going on their live streams like, oh my God, I just like faked
So, yeah.
the thing. And it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
I hated how, like, again, guests just don't know how to act.
Yeah.
And like don't know how to, like, again, just ruin it for everyone.
Yeah.
Because it did. Like there were people, like, I remember seeing it was like a big thing. There was, I think it was someone at Disneyland though, very, very, very much so needed DAS. And for some reason though, they didn't fall that with the new requirements whenever they first rolled it out, didn't qualify. And it was like this person 100% should have DAS. But because of everyone else, like it became a thing. Although I think that they've tweaked things since then and have like realized that I think honestly they just kind of wanted to get rid of everyone who had it and kind of maybe start fresh and just have a better set of like standards.
Could be. Yeah.
Because I think they've let up on it now in the sense that I do think there was so much backlash from people who really needed it.
Yeah.
That but again, it wasn't Disney's fault. It was the fact that people abused it so much.
Fully.
So that was another big pet peeve of mine.
Well, that's a good one. I think that's a really good one.
Anytime that anyone ruins anything good,
we don't like that.
Yeah, seriously.
Demi,
well,
what's
okay. What's mine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go. And I've
I
talked
do.
about this before, maybe not on this podcast. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the podcast, but what really set me off was during Halloween Horror Nights this year when I didn't get to go to the parks prior to like the week prior to the event. Mm-hmm. And you know how they do rollouts of the announcements of houses, which means rollouts of merchandise. Mm-hmm. There is a special place in the bad place
I know what you're gonna say.
Resellers.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm going to say it right now to you. I'm going to look right at you.
Look at that camera.
And tell you, I hate you, resellers.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah,
I don't know
too.
how you're getting away with what you're doing.
How are you doing it?
Especially at Disney, because they only know how to do 2 per people because you guys once, again, another thing of somebody ruining things for things.
Ruined.
I wanted my Wyatt 6 shirt.
Yes, you did.
And guess what?
What?
All gone by the time that I got to the parks because I am not local, so I don't get to go.
No,
I can't just go when I want. Then when I go to look for it elsewhere, marked up triple the cost.
How
do you sleep at night?
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you take Bray Wyatt from me? I've already lost him once. I had to lose him again.
Not gonna lose him again.
I had luckily a different shirt came out, but you know what? It was long sleeve. Am I gonna wear long sleeve?
Is she?
To Orlando?
No.
Nope. Not even in the cooler months because I run hot. How
Don't even think about
dare
it.
you?
No, I hate resellers too. I've literally, and again, I am truly not a confrontational person. I feel like as I get older though, I've like gotten like a little brave. Especially for like for like people who literally definitely deserve to be like called out. But one time at Magic Kingdom, it was whenever one of the popcorn buckets came out. Or no, it was at Epcot. It was when that Figment popcorn bucket came out.
Oh my God.
And I literally saw a man leaving the park.
Me too.
With I'm not joking, at least 20 of them, and he had them like all crisscrossed like over them. And I literally said to him, I'm like, you are the problem. You are the reason why we can't have nice things.
I know. I'm so sorry for taking all of them. They're all in my home. I didn't resell them. They're all in my home.
You know what? If you kept them, fine, whatever.
Yeah, they're all in my home.
No,
I'm so sorry.
he like
For
scoffed
legal
at me.
reasons, Joey is joking. He did not buy 20 figure
No, I
popcorn
didn't.
buttons.
For legal
No.
reasons. In the museum.
But even if you did, you kept them. Like, they're yours. There's nothing. I'm like, whatever. Like, I guess.
It's my little
But
guy.
yeah, he like scoffed at me. He was like, and like just
yeah.
like.
I will 100% call them out too, and I'll never. The Figment Popcorn Bucket Day is a day that lives in infamy for me because I like Figment. I'm not like Joey where I have to have all the
Demi.
Figment things. Sorry, but I did not care about this popcorn bucket at all. And you know what they did? You know where they put the popcorn bucket? At my favorite booth at the festival at Pop Eats. All I wanted was my grilled cheese. I would have had to wait on an 8-hour line for a grilled cheese, but luckily I have crazy friends who wanted a popcorn bucket and rope dropped and got there, and I literally was like, and this was like a line. I'll be real with you all. This was like a sort of line kind of thing, but I asked permission to everyone else because like, hi, do you mind if I come with my friend in line here because I don't want a popcorn bucket and I just want a grilled cheese and it's an 8-hour line, and they were very nice and they let me get my grilled cheese. Because that's all I look forward to at Festival of the Arts.
That's right,
but
the grilled
I literally
cheese.
saw people with Santa sacks full of popcorn buckets that day.
Awful. That's awful.
Like,
I hate that. Even though it was me. I hate that.
I hate that. It's just like you're taking like there's limited things. I just wanted my Bray Wyatt shirt, and you guys took it all. Like, do you understand? And you're like okay with that.
Well, we're just going to let Demi exist in her WWE world. It's a very important subject for her.
It
is. We just, oh no, not the crying. That's when I check out. When Demi cries about WWE, I'm checking out.
I cried through that whole house.
But yeah, I did too because it was not good.
You're a crazy person. You're a crazy
shouldn't say that. I'm going back on my word. I didn't. I even said in our review episode, I don't think it's not good. It's a masterpiece. It's a solid. Well, let's not get crazy.
It's a masterpiece of recreation of the debut premiere of the Wyatt Six, and there's a ton of WWE Easter eggs, and each character has their own room to.
And they're all cracked.
I mean, that's the point. They're crazy.
The eggs are all cracked. That was a metaphor, Demi.
I don't know what that means. The eggs are all cracked.
Yeah, they're like cracked. It's crumbled.
They're cracked in the head because they're crazy. Is that what you mean?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know what you young kids, you 19-year-olds say.
all of my serums. I feel like an oil pot today. Like
I was about to say, are you 19?
No. No, he's not.
Why? Because it's that unbelievable, Chelsea?
No, I mean...
I can't breathe.
You know...
I can't breathe.
One of my pet peeves.
I would have been really proud of you for being so accomplished already at 19.
Thanks.
It's okay, Chelsea. My mom thought Joey was younger than me, so there you go.
I mean, it's one thing I'm not humble about. I know I have amazing skin from my
You
age.
really do.
Well,
the fact that Joey's lips are all natural with no filler is unbelievable.
Literally zero filler.
It's like when men or babies are born and the boys always have like the most beautiful eyelashes, and then us girls get nothing.
Yeah.
Like guys always have like beautiful thick lashes, and I'm always just like,
well,
you don't deserve this.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah,
I do.
Joey, you don't deserve it.
I deserve it. I deserve all the Figment popcorn buckets.
You do.
Well, you know what else I deserve?
What?
Is some peace of mind, because my third pet peeve is it drives me absolutely insane. And Jeremy also did just make a video about this. It drives me insane. The amount of people that I see coming out of the bathrooms that do not wash their hands.
Oh my God.
At the parks specifically, I see it more at the parks than I see anywhere else. I'm talking when I was just at Epic, I saw an elderly man come out of the stall in the Harry Potter section of Epic Universe, did not wash his hands, and just walked straight out into the park. And I've started saying stuff. Whenever I see people do that, I just go, that's disgusting. And I say it loud. I say it very loud, because I'm sorry, this is not just something that affects you. This is something that can potentially affect other people, get other people sick, spread germs to other people. That is not just a, like, oh, well, I didn't wash my hands. It only affects me. Like, that's gross for you.
Yeah.
Like, no, that if you are going
Are
to
you sure he didn't leave one of those stalls that have
100%, it was at
the
the
sink
end.
in it?
It was at the end. It
Because
was a skinny one.
anytime I'm in one of those stalls that has a sink
I
in
get
it,
paranoid.
I get paranoid
Yeah,
that people think I
same.
didn't wash my hands.
Same. No, I get paranoid
And I
too in
walk
those
out
ones.
like I washed in the stall.
Yeah. No,
literally
I
do that.
fully feel that as well with you.
Yeah.
But like, no, it was the end one. It was a skinny one. And no, I fully say something now because you are going out into that park. Not only are you touching quick service, or not quick service, table service, silverware and cups and, your phone and your child's hand that you're holding going through the park. You are touching ride restraints. You are touching the seats on a ride. It's disgusting. We saw Stephanie and I and
Stephanie.
Lindsay went
Lindsay.
to Steakhouse 71 on my most recent trip to Disney.
Love.
This man walked out of the bathroom without washing his hands. And then he was seated at the table right next to us, and I'm watching him feed
Yucky.
his son pizza and like hold his wife's hand, and I was just like, "Bleh." It was so disgusting. We were traumatized. So people, wash your freaking hands. You're at a public place. Wash your hands. I'm gonna very briefly say that's my third or my fourth pet peeve. We're just going to do 3 and 4 right now. Is
do it.
people standing too close to me in line and letting your child run amok and tap me and their bag hit me and I turn around. I turn around and say, you need to stop hitting into me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I have to tell you this story. The same night that my cousin got knocked down by that ECV, we're waiting to see the Starlight Parade. That's why she never usually goes at night, but I was like, I need to record this because I haven't seen
Demi
it yet.
had
Do you
a
want to come and
day.
meet me? Oh no, it was a bad night for us, and I said we're never going back at night together because it's ridiculous.
Cursed.
The parade is at 8:15, I believe, and I get to a spot in front of the castle, like kind of right in front of like in the hub area at 7, and then we're sitting there and waiting, and this family, we're going back to like shoving people, like 20 people in line. There was this family, they shoved like 20 people behind us. And so we have that going on. And then one of the kids is like bopping my cousin by accident the entire time. And
You get 2 bops with me.
And
then I turn around.
It was ridiculous. And then we get on the monorail. Let me just finish out the story because it was crazy. Before she gets hit off the monorail, we get on the monorail. There's this mom with a stroller, and her kid is on her right side, and she has the stroller like blocking most of the seats, and she's sitting kind of diagonal. And my cousin, thankfully, is like a small woman, and she had like this little bit of space in between like the window and her, and so she sat herself there. This woman did not move an inch. Personal space, like. Did not move an inch.
And she's elderly.
And she's exactly.
Okay, I don't know. I guess manners out I don't know. Courtesy. I would have gotten up and been like, here.
Yeah.
Like, I've done that before. I've done that for parents. I've done that for kids. Like,
yeah.
If like I can tell that they need a seat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up.
I know it was wild.
Just
like
common courtesy.
It was wild. It's just like I don't understand people. Like you're pushing you're pushing this old lady in not that old. I want to call her that old, but 73. And bopping her with this child, and then like you take up an entire row for you and your one small child and you can't even like scooch your butt over a little bit to give her a little bit more room. Like horrible. I don't understand. Was this like to present dominance? I don't know. I don't understand people.
I don't either. Yeah. But whatever. I just wanted to briefly just say that as my fourth because that was Chelsea brought it up.
Welcome to the venting episode of the Park Peeps Podcast.
The PPPV.
I fear we're not going to have enough time.
Well, you know what? Everything. I think we could do one more each. One more. I think one more.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Let's do it.
Kind of, again, coasting off what we were just talking about.
Let's coast.
With like decorum, manners, things like that. I have noticed that. Okay, so I've been to Japan. I've been to the Disney parks in Japan. the culture there is wildly different than the culture here, especially at Walt Disney World. I've noticed Disneyland's a little bit better, but I don't know if you guys have ever noticed at Disneyland, characters can wander around, and for the most part, people behave themselves.
Yeah.
They don't like mob them. They don't like chase them down. They are pretty good about waiting their turn, things of that nature. In Tokyo, they're even better. Like, characters just wander around everywhere, and like, they just like naturally make a little line and they wait their turn. They're so courteous. Like, they like don't mob anyone. Like, I know that's been an issue, especially with HHN this year with Art the Clown.
Oh, yeah.
He's like getting like, honestly, I think Art the Clown is terrified of us, and I get it.
He's terrified of me and Demi calling him baby girl.
He is so baby girl, though. Like,
he is baby girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's
no,
right.
but I feel so bad because it's like, again, it's people ruining it for other people. I've wanted to see that little guy so bad.
Yeah.
Like, we literally dressed up, like, again, I know it's like random and he comes out randomly. Like, I wasn't like betting on that I would see him, but I was definitely like hoping I would run into him. But again, I think that they kind of like changed how they're doing it because people are constantly swarming him and like not letting him move and are like demanding like, you know, pictures and things like that. And it's like, that's not what this is. This is not a meet and greet. This is an interactive like flow experience. You can't just do that.
Yeah.
And again, like at like in Japan, that would never happen. Like, they're much more courteous. Like, their overall like decorum on things is different. Parades, for example, everyone sits down.
It's my favorite thing.
No one stands. Everyone sits.
Yep.
And I love that. You don't have like parents with kids on top of their shoulders, which again, I don't dislike that. I dislike it when they know that they're definitely blocking someone else behind them.
Oh, me.
Like,
this is why I don't go to fireworks viewings anymore.
I want kids to be able to see, truly. Like, obviously, if they're surrounded by tall adults and they're a little kid, they're not going to be able to see. So, like, I do want them to be able to see.
Yeah.
It's only fair. But again, I just don't like when parents do it and don't have, like, any sense of, like, oh, well, these people behind me also paid to be here.
Yeah.
Maybe I should, like, not do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, again, a lot of it's just, like, the way people operate and just, again, once I went to Japan and saw the difference and just like how peaceful and orderly it was, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Walt Disney World could never.
They could never.
Like,
I can't wait to go back to Japan. Those parks are just, and the behavior is wonderful. If you are going to Japan, pro tip, during the summer and want a parade, make sure you bring something to sit on because it is the hottest floor you will ever sit on. You cannot sit on it. So
they sell. They have merch. They sell merch that are the little pads that you sit on because like everyone does have those and bring them. So like Disney there has like cute little Duffy mats you can sit on or like little, you know, the characters, like all kinds of different characters. And that's like a thing.
Even like that's just also part of like the Japan culture, which is great because they don't want like their clothes to get dirty, so they do that or dirty other things. Joey is mocking us right now
I'm mocking you because I've not been to Japan.
Tokyo.
You're flexing your Japan privilege.
You've been to Hong Kong.
Yes, but Hong Kong's not Tokyo.
It isn't, but it's still Hong Kong.
Well, I did get to meet my little Albert, so that's okay.
Okay.
I want to go. I only have 2 more parks to go to, and it's Shanghai and Hong Kong.
Me too.
And I want to go so bad.
Demi, let's do your final pet peeve.
My final pet peeve. It's not that like crazy, but as a New Yorker, my God.
A native New Yorker?
A native New Yorker.
Does anyone open the door for you?
Yeah, we hold doors for people. I don't know where that came from.
It's a song.
What?
No one opens the door for a native New Yorker. Like Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
You're like, yes, we hold the door for people. There's the joke going right over your head.
I forgot about that. Oh, Wendy. My friend worked for Wendy Williams. Anyway, no, but this is a me thing. I think it's actually a me thing. Y'all walk too slow. I can't stand it.
Agreed.
I can't stand it. I have it's not your fault. I know you're not. It's not your fault. But as someone who walks at a steady pace all the time in New York, you know, it's Oh God, I get so frustrated. And my mom famously coined me when I was a teenager as a linebacker because I can weave my way through a crowd like you wouldn't believe. My
Same.
husband cannot stand going to a park with me because he's also too slow too, and he's from New York. I'm really fast. I can't stand like a crowd in front of me, and he'll be more patient, but I can't, and so I weave myself around, and then I lose him. But what really bothers me mostly, which I really hope people are more self-aware of, is the stopping.
Yeah.
And that's
in the middle of the walkway.
In the middle of the walkway, or like if you get off the monorail and you just like stop and there's somewhere still like coming
makes me so angry.
Of the actually, this happened today with me on the subway, which made me reminded me. I'm getting off the subway and literally this woman just like stops and is like talking to her friend. Like clearly she wasn't from here, but it was just like we're still exiting. This is an egress.
I say something to people.
But this happened to me on the monorail as well. And it's just like, please keep it moving. My whole thing in life, I never want to be in anyone's way, and I want to keep it moving.
Yep.
Whatever I'm
same.
doing. So
Sorry.
just keep it moving. Go ahead, Chelsea.
That actually happened to me today at Disney Springs. I was on an escalator behind this group of like 5 people.
Yeah.
We get to the top of the escalator. Escalators don't stop. They took 1 step off the escalator and stopped. And I'm 1 step behind them. And I'm like, I don't have anywhere to go. And so I put my arm out like this. And I was like, sorry, like they literally stopped.
Oh, I would have
Right
trucked.
there.
I would have trucked.
I was like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, who stops at the top of an escalator like that?
I've gotten to the point in my elderly 19 years of life. I've gotten to the point of where I just don't care anymore. And I literally just say things to people. I will, but in these exact scenarios, I just say, oh, are we just stopping in the middle of a walkway? Are we just stopping at the end of an escalator? Like, drives me crazy. Also, another pet peeve, people who go on the moving walkway at Universal and just stand and block the whole thing. No,
oh my God.
I'll do that after a night at Horror Night.
You know what? But you stay to the right. You stay to the right. So you let other people go to the left. I want to go on that thing because I want to feel like the bionic woman walking down there.
That's the first ride of the day.
And get over to the left. You can stand on it. Just stand to the right.
Just don't take your whole party and spread across so no one can get around you.
Yeah.
I will say I am really good at being like, excuse me, can I just get by? Like, I'm not mean or anything.
No, I'm not mean in that scenario.
But I'll just be like, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I'll go around them because...
Agree.
Yeah.
Well. The very last one that I'll say, and I will say one sentence on it, because this is something that only people in the coaster and theme park community will understand, like nerdy about it. Creators, everybody, social media people, please stop using the word massive to describe things. A show building, a lift hill, a new construction, a new restaurant. Stop using the word massive. I'm telling you, every single roller coaster enthusiast, content creator, they use the word massive to describe anything that is big. It just drives me nuts because they all do it. Because they all do it. And it's like, that is a word.
What if something is massive?
Because that is a word that everybody is only using because they hear other creators and roller coaster enthusiasts use it to describe these things.
It's like how us girly pops are like, this is so cute. And I'm guilty of it. Yeah. I'm so guilty, but even I get sick of myself.
It's just
I'm like, why? Why did I say that? Why am I saying so cute about everything? I sound like an idiot.
But that's like a very, I don't know. It just is, it's something which anytime Disney announces a new ride or whatever, the creators are all like, Disney World has announced a massive new expansion. Disney World teased their massive new show building for the, it's like use a different word.
I didn't even notice that until you pointed that out.
Now you're going to notice it every time.
Now I'm going to notice it all the time. But I think it's a hook word. It sounds engaging. So
well, you know what?
Honestly, maybe I'm going to start using it to get people to watch my social media clips.
No, I will unfollow and block so hard. It's a hook straight to hell. That's what that word is, Demi.
Massive.
Well, oh my God. I shouldn't have said anything.
My heart is massive for the Park Peeps and Joey and Chelsea.
And Chelsea.
Will you block me though if I go on your most recent post and say I'm a massive fan of this?
Do it.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Do it. No, do it. I welcome it.
You're like, do it, see what happens.
Do it. Well, listen, everybody, thanks for sticking with us on this peevish journey. Please make sure you are following us on Spotify. It helps us every single week. And follow us on all podcast platforms wherever you get them. Make sure you're also following along with us at Park Peeps Pod on socials too. Please subscribe to our Substack at parkpeepspodcast.substack.com for bonus content and more tea each week. And again, thank you to Chelsea of Styled by Magic for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Chelsea. Where can everybody find you?
I am Styled by Magic with styled like ED on all platforms. So
amazing. Thank you so much for joining us, Chelsea. This was so fun. We loved hearing your Park Pet Peeves. And make sure to keep up with me, Demi, at Magical Hijinx. That's Hijinx. And follow Joey at Joey Nolfi. And stay tuned next week when we return with another all-new episode. See ya.
Bye.
Later.
Stay out of our way on the move and walkway.